good, fast, or cheap. You can only pick 2 for your tattoo and you can't have all 3. Let me explain. Hi, I'm Amber. I am a tattoo artist and I own Plush Tattoo with my husband Toni here in Portland, Oregon. And these are just my thoughts as someone in this industry. So if you choose good and fast, you should expect to pay a little bit more for your artist to be able to put things together and pull off a tattoo that you want in a short amount of time. And you can't really do that without years of experience. So it's worth paying for. And their dedication to this craft should be respected by paying what they ask. Like you wouldn't roll up to a designer bag store, like Louis Vuitton, I guess, and be like, that $3,000 bag, yeah, I don't want to pay that, but I want the bag. And I only want to pay $300 for it because I believe it's only worth $300. Girl, okay. You don't have to buy a Louis. Do you think they're going to be like, yeah, totally, here. Silly us. You only should pay $300 for what we want to charge $3,000 for. No, they're most likely going to be mean to you and be like, well, that's what it costs, so save up and come back. I don't know. Why can't tattoo artists say that? It's what we're doing is a handcrafted art. You know what I mean? Like, respect it. If a tattoo artist, an independent crafts person, making art with their hands to make a living, said this to you, they would be canceled probably. Isn't that strange? Anyways, let's move on to good and cheap. So that tattoo is most likely not going to be fast. You might look for an apprentice or somebody who's just kind of starting their career for this kind of tattoo. But if you really want it to be good, you got to look for an apprentice with a respected mentor. And how are you supposed to know who's respected and who's not? You got to do some research. How knowledgeable are they about sanitation, the laws in that state that you want to get tattooed in, consent, client privacy? Personally, I wouldn't let anyone touch my skin without seeing a lot of their healed work. And I've been looking through their portfolio. I've been looking through everything that they put online. Like, I will make sure that this person is up to my standards before I even book with them. Or I would at least book a consultation to ask all these questions. And this also goes for walk-ins. Not every tattoo shop or tattoo artist is created equal. And if you're on vacation just looking for a cheap little tattoo, you might end up getting what you pay for, if you know what I mean. Now, if you want cheap and fast, don't be mad because your tattoo might not come out good. It's kind of like when you know a guy who like got a gun off Amazon, and that's kind of like kind of sketchy vibes, but you're thinking like, oh, I might just do it for the plot. But hey, if that's the vibe you're looking for and you don't really care about infections or how the art's gonna look over time, or even your own personal boundaries being crossed or your safety being put in jeopardy, do you know? Like there's options, and that is an option, but I don't know if it's the greatest one, you know? We all love the cousin. We love the cousin who buys the gun off Amazon and, you know, they have good intentions, but like they don't know what they're doing. Respectfully, you don't know what you're doing. They might have the best drawings, the best sketches in the world. They don't know how to tattoo. It's a different medium and you have to go to somebody. Well, you don't have to, but like I really recommend just go to somebody who knows what they're doing, who's been trained, who's been doing this for a while, and who people will vouch for, you know, as in they went to tattoo school or they got an apprenticeship and you've seen other people's work on them. A tattoo is a forever investment, you know? And I know that's like a basic thing to say, but like it is. You have to remember that sometimes. And I personally don't think you should cheap out on something that's going to be in your skin for the rest of the time that you're on earth. But that's just me. That might just be me. So if you find a miracle of an artist that is all 3 of these, they're good, they're fast, and they're cheap, congratulations, you've just hit the jackpot. You're super lucky. Do not fuck up that interaction. Just know it's rare and you're very lucky. So maybe you're feeling discouraged right now. Like,
I really want all 3.
I get it. Okay, I get it. And this might be a bit of a hot take, but it's like we always say here at Plush, like, not everyone should get tattooed. I know. Because the reality is that you're not going to find an artist who's all three or a shop who has all three. And yes, I'm talking about pricing specifically. But if you aren't willing to pay what the artist is asking, or it's more than you can afford, just know it's okay. You can either admire their work from afar, or you can save up and get a really special piece from them in the future. Heck, there's artists out there that I could never afford, but because of their skill set or sometimes their popularity, unfortunately, they can charge what they want to charge. If an artist goes viral, like, they can charge what they want, you know? Like, I don't need to get tattooed with them. And that actually makes the best clients, in my opinion. Like, the best tattoo clients understand this. And the worst ones, honestly, complain or try to haggle about my prices. Now listen, at Plush, we are extremely transparent about pricing. We are both collectors. We both got tattooed in college and we know what it's like. So we wanted to bring that transparency to our shop. So at the time of filming this video, Toni's hourly rate is $180 an hour and mine is $120. But we are willing to work with clients on their budget if they are respectful when they approach us about it. That is the only way we will basically devalue ourselves and allow you to pay less than what we believe we're worth. Think about it. Okay. Anyways, yes, your artist can charge whatever they want. That's their prerogative. And a lot of artists do take how clients treat them into consideration when they're pricing. I don't think a lot of people will admit that, but like, yeah, if someone's really nice to me, I'm going to charge them less because it was easy to be around them. It was easy to interact with them. And we're allowed to do that. It's not against the law, you know? Toni and I worked our whole lives to be able to save up and make plans and like create this business that we want to run exactly how we want to run it. We charge what we believe is fair for the work that we put in and what we bring to the table in terms of client comfort, safety, sanitation, a chill environment, being trauma informed, asking your consent, respect, and just overall vibes. We are also a completely vegan, cruelty-free, just small business, mom and pop shop that is specifically and intentionally designed to be neurodivergent friendly. We're also a safe space for the queer community and all shades and shapes of bodies. We also go the extra mile for our clients. We use really high quality supplies and pigments, and we research a ton about what we're putting into our shop before we put it into your body. And we're constantly taking time to educate ourselves, not only in, you know, practices within the craft, within our industry, but also being trauma informed and like just evolving with the needs of our communities. Like, we put intention and we set aside time in our business for that because we believe it's important. All of this to say is that we do all of this so that we can provide the most chill and calming and relaxing tattoo experience that you could possibly ever have. So, you know, all of it goes into your tattoo, right? Anyways, if you come to us and say, look, I only have $100 to spend, I want to get tattooed today, I just want to feel something, what can you do? We're going to match that energy and give you $100 worth of tattoo work to our standards. So that might mean changing the placement, changing the size, making it a little different in terms of technique or color. But if you aren't willing to compromise, then why should we? Like, this is our livelihood and tattoos are technically a luxury. Like, you don't have to get tattooed. But we want to tattoo, and we want to tattoo in a way that we feel is the best way. But think about this. What if your boss at your work asked you or told you to produce the best work that you've ever produced, but they don't want to pay you what you're supposed to get paid for it? And also, your work is going to be highly scrutinized for years, and because it's permanent, and they only want to pay you half of your paycheck. Would you be stoked to work? Would you be excited for that project? Or would you feel disrespected? So I'll leave you with a little tattoo artist secret. We can tell which of the three that you would choose based on your first interaction with us. It's kind of a superpower. And we know when our worth and our work is being disrespected. So go forth, get cool tattoos, and pay your artists what they deserve in both money and respect. And if this video helped you out, please take a moment to give us a like or even subscribe for more hot takes within the tattoo industry from a kind of chill gardener. And if you want to work with us, all the links to book will be in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.